In this video, we're going to look at how to load Cadence Allegro data into BluePrint for documentation purposes. I should start off by telling you that there are links directly inside of Cadence that get installed when you install BluePrint that you can actually create a document set from inside of Cadence. Basically, you'll hit new BluePrint documentation. It's going to create a file and then load that into BluePrint PCB. We're going to do that manually right now, but I did want to point out that we do have a option that does get installed into your Cadence Allegro install when you install BluePrint. In this case, we're just going to import the ODB++. And as you can see, we support ODB++ for many tools. One thing that happened when Valor wrote the ODB++ interfaces for all these tools initially is they're all written a little bit different. So there's actually some information lacking from the ODB that's coming from Cadence. So when you load Allegro ODB, in this case I'm just going to load the directory, but it could be a TGZ file as well, or even a .zip. There's a secondary option that you must use, and that's this Advanced tab. And what you're going to do is you're going to browse to the directory where the ODB was extracted, and inside of that directory will actually be some files that need to be loaded as well. They're these .out files. Okay, these get created, and it's information that should be going into the ODB but isn't, just because of the way they wrote the interface. But by us pointing towards the same directory when we load the ODB, it's going to load the missing information and create a nice data set for us to work on in BluePrint. Now, one thing you'll notice also from Cadence is there'll be no part name, but what we do is we use the package name. It's just semantics, really. You can tell it not to display that again. You can hit OK. As a matter of fact, in the options dialog, you can even turn that off. Okay, and any errors that you might see are the same thing. There's no part name, so it used the package name. So nothing to be alarmed about. If we now look down in our design tab, we'll see the 2D version of the design. If we go over to the 3D design tab, we'll see the 3D version of the design. Once we have it loaded, of course, we can manipulate the view here in the 3D tab if we want to. Let's go back to our Edit tab. Let's create a new document here. We'll just call it an assembly drawing. And on this assembly drawing, let's just put a topside view, just so you get a feel for what it's able to load and how it looks and everything. And then you can go in here and format this view. And you can do things like scale it, mirror it, clip it at the board extents and so forth. And you have access to all the CAD data, of course. Component level, footprint level, all the layers, any extra layers that you might have added, all the drills, even individual drills you can turn on or off or show the symbols or not, or even down to the pads and via level. So you can basically format this view to be anything you want. Okay. So that's how you would load ODB++ into BluePrint PCB. To load IPC 2581, it's a little bit easier. Import, there's only one 2581 option, and then we're just going to browse out to that particular file wherever it may be. In this case, I've got it saved off here in my demo directory. And I don't need to browse to the extra files when I bring in IPC 2581. Okay, and this would be the same message as far as packages. Here is our 3D design. And again, all those were imported via either the ODB or the IPC 2581 import options.